Hello, this could be a first. I'm almost not sure whether to come out and show you. Oh well, I suppose I better do it now since I've told you. I'm going for a walk with my kilt on. All will be revealed, and I'll maybe give you a wee tour of the lodge when we come back as well, but we need to get going. We're going up a hill. When I say we, somebody that isn't on the channel very often, but it's very important for numerous reasons, which I'll come on to as well. But for now, yeah, I'm going to go and get my stuff ready, and I'll report back once we're on the trail up the hill. We got our bags packed with some special stuff and made the short journey to the start of the trail. And of course, it was my wife Leanne that was joining me on this trip, and you'll see why in a little while. Right, we're on the Cataran Trail, which will give you an idea of where we are. And behind me is Glen Begg. Don't know if you'll make it out, swinging its way up to the Glenshee Ski Centre, but we're not going that way. We're heading up to the hill, aren't we?
Yeah.
Was it my idea or your idea? Leanne's idea. All will be revealed. It's something completely different. You'll have never seen this. You've already had a kilt on the hill. It's actually very liberating. It's quite airy. I can thoroughly recommend a kilt in summer for hiking. So let's go up a bit, and hopefully, yeah, all will be revealed, and you can see why I'm hiking in a kilt, and my better half is actually coming to the top of the hill with me. Right, let's go. We'll report back later. This way. Yeah, we're just taking our time. We've made a few stops. Sun's lowering. We've probably got just over 2 hours till the sun goes down, so we've got plenty of time. So we want to be back down at the cabin before it gets dark. I do have head torches with me and duvet jackets. We're well prepared. Just hoping the wind, it could do with dropping just a wee bit for what we've got planned, but it's actually quite refreshing, this wee breeze. As we're going uphill, it's a bit sweaty working it. So anyway, a wee break here and we'll bring you back a wee bit further on. Oh, lovely. Right, back on with the pack. Ooh. The hill we're going up's probably at just about 700 metres, I think, maybe just below. So but we're starting relatively high. It's not too bad, but let's get up there. Let's go. The trail that we were on, as I mentioned, was the Cataran Trail, and it was pretty good. It was nice to walk on, but as we approached the top, we had to cut off it to get to our summit to try and take these photographs. Right, we have reached the top of A Hill, and yeah, beautiful views over this way, back out west and south. Some fantastic views as you crested the Bealach over that way, and then Ben Erb over there, then up north, up Glen Begg. It's beautiful, but we're going to transform ourselves here, so next time you see us we'll be ready to reveal all. So we got ready for that transformation, and I must admit my transformation took a little less time than Leanne's, as you'll soon see. Oh, right, ta-da! So Leanne's fully kitted out in her wedding dress, I've got my wedding kilt on. And it's the reason we've done this is because it's 10 years, isn't it? Our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, made it to 10.
Oh, the dog's barking. We'll come back to you in a minute once the dogs have settled down. Right, we'll start again. So yeah, it's our 10-year anniversary. Although we've probably been together about 3 times at that length. So Leanne came up with the idea of once we came up here, maybe to go up the hill and yeah, do some photographs. So if the photographs have come out any good, I'll put some up now. I'm not sure. I'm going to go and get the drone up, take some aerial shots of us, and maybe try and get different compositions. But it's not super warm up here, so we're getting a bit cold, aren't we?
It's a wee bit airy.
Aye.
No.
But yeah, having fun. You've bought a bottle of prosecco up, haven't you? Mm-hmm. We're gonna have a bottle of that. Well, a glass of that, maybe not a bottle. Anyway, here's some photographs. with all the hard work of the photography done, we decided to have a little celebration, and Leanne had brought a little bottle of prosecco up, so we poured that and enjoyed a nice wee refreshment at the top of the hill. Oh, I tell you what, it's a bit breezy on that side. We went over to the other side of the hill to try and get some shots into the sun. But I think the wind's actually picked up. It was meant to drop down as the evening went on. I've got a lot of respect for wedding photographers having to deal with all that. Anyway, I'm not sure. I think there were some nice shots with the with Leanne looking into towards the sun. I know you're not meant to take shots like that, or so they say, but I quite like those, and they're just on my phone, so yeah, we'll see. Let me know what you think of the shots. Not professional, just got to do it for a bit of fun. So you poured some more prosecco, more alcohol, excellent. And the good thing is the lodge is literally at the bottom of this hill, so obviously no driving, and straight to a nice cool beer when we get down, and a hot tub. Now we've had our prosecco, and that wind isn't abating. It's meant to be 10 miles an hour, dropping to 5, but I'd say it's gusting 25. It's really windy. So yeah, back down yonder, that's where we're going, so we'll bring you back when we're back down. Oh, let's go, shall we? Bits of grass going in my eyes and all sorts. Shall we get going? Woo, let's go. As you can probably hear, it was quite windy at the top of the hill, and it was quite nice when we dropped back down into the shelter of the glen, and we soon got back to the cottage where we ended up heading out into the hot tub. It was such a lovely still evening, and we just sat there and listened to the snipe, or is it shripe? I can't remember. Anyway, listened to the birds as we whiled the hours away. The forecast for the following day was pretty good, so we got the dogs ready, got our backpacks back on, and headed the short 10-minute drive up to the ski centre, where we headed up the Cairnwell, a Munro that we've been up plenty of times. It's just a nice easy leg stretch, and you get some great views from the top. And my little hut was still there. There's going to be a day when I go up there, and that's going to be gone. I wonder how long it's going to last for, eh? We then dropped down to get a wee bit of shelter, and yeah, just chilled, because out of the wind it was actually really pleasant. And we just sat and we tried to take some pictures. I was kind of showing Leanne how to use our new camera. More about that in another episode. And then we headed up to Braemar and just sat outside and had some coffee and cake before heading back down and, well, spending more time in the hot tub. Anyway, here's that tour of the cottage I promised earlier. Well, I'm back at the cottage, and I did promise you a wee tour. It's weather's not so nice now. Anyway, I'll start the tour. There's the hot tub, which I spent a bit of time in when I came back from doing the hill with Leanne. We have been away and done a few other things since you saw us last. We went up in Munro, went down, I think it was the Cairnwell we went up to. It was just lovely. We were sat up there in the sun for ages, and then we went down to Braemar, and we've been along Glen Lochsay and Glen Taitnich and up to Baltar and places like that. So it's been lovely, and the location of this place is great. We're not sponsored, by the way. These are called Glenbeg cottages, and we come here quite a lot. We do pay for it. If you're watching Glenbeg, if you want to offer us any freebies, but we do love it here. It's just so nice. We sat out in the hot tub and listened to the birds, the snipe, kites, golden eagles, all sorts. But anyway, right, enough of that. Let's do the tour before we leave you. So in you come. This is the outside. It's raining, so I'm not going to say too much. And in here you've got a small toilet, which is fine, with views out to the hills, out yonder. This is probably, I think there's 4 or 5 of these lodges here in Glenbeg, and this one's called Ben Erbin. It's the smallest one, and it's the first time we've come to this 1-bedroom one. The rest are 2 and 3 bedroomed, but this has actually been one of our favourite ones. they're all good, don't get me wrong, but anyway, right, so this is a quick tour. There's a wee cupboard in here with a mop and boiler and stuff, and then into the main living area you've got the wee kitchen, and the view from the kitchen is not too shabby either. Let's look outside, up to the hills. It's got a microwave and a hob and an oven and stuff like that. And then you've got your seated area there, and then this is your main kind of area. It's a fridge there. Wee electric fire. Window out to the front. It's rather nice, not much of a view today, but you can see right up Glenbeg to Cairnwell and the ski centre up yonder. Nice views over to Goodlane and then down Glenshee. It's lovely. And yeah, a couple of seats, TV, yeah, really nice. It's really comfortable when you're sat here watching the telly, you're not sure whether to look out at the view. In fact, we were sat here last night, saw two huge kites, and we ran out and took some pictures of them. Anyway, and then final room, you've got this wee bedroom here with a lovely view out that way. It's got a sauna in it actually, which I didn't use, a big shower, and then the view out here is back out. In fact, just literally that wall there, that's the Cataran Trail. There's the hot tub, which we spent a lot of time in. So yeah, it's been absolutely fabulous. Oh, big mirror there, as you can see. Can thoroughly recommend it. For us living in Perthshire, it's quite close. For us to get here, it takes less than 50 minutes from Perth, and it's just a wonderful spot. Loads of hill walking, and you know, there is a main road nearby, but we were sat out and, you know, honestly just listening to the snipe, the curlews, oyster catchers, shot eagles, as I said. It's a beautiful area. Anyway, I can see my wife away down. She's gone down with the dogs. I don't know if you can make her out. Leanne is that going to show you down towards those stone circles in this field, walking the dogs down there. So I'm away to drive down and meet her. So we're going to end the video here. Something completely different for this one. Happy anniversary, Leanne, if you're watching this. Here's to many, many more years. So, right, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll be back to normal next Wednesday. Something a bit more steaming bootsy like. Right, let's go.